Hello everyone, Professor Thompson here. This is video number 2 that I'm creating during week 1, week 1/week 2, for all of you in the NET 32 course. This second video is going to focus on syllabus and schedule information in a brief manner. As I mentioned in the first video, this course will not be easier, but it will offer you some flexibility in taking your speech communication course. The first thing that I would advise you to do is to get into Blackboard and get through the Getting Started or the Start Here tab. It's the very top tab that I have there for you. It's going to give you a student introduction form that I want you to fill out. Then it's going to give you some information on Remind, which I printed out the directions here. But Remind is a text messaging service so that if there's some sort of announcement that I can push out to you, you'll get it via text message. Or when I create videos in the future, I can push videos out right to your phone. This is especially helpful because not everybody gets emails. Not everybody checks emails all the time. But I find that 100% of text messages get read. So this Remind program, if you could sign up for that, would be great. The next thing in that first tab, it talks about your textbook. I have a physical copy of the textbook right here, but very few copies of this really exist. I don't use a physical copy of the textbook. Really what you're doing is you would be purchasing some sort of code. So if you go to the COD library, you would purchase some sort of code or sheet of paper where you peel it off the back and you enter in a code into the system to access your electronic textbook and the course materials, things like LearnSmart and Connect. And I will talk about that in a later video, I believe video number 4 today. But you're going to want to make sure you get your access code. Honestly, the easiest way to get this is to go into Unit 1, click on the first chapter, and you can purchase it directly from the publisher there. You follow the steps to register, to purchase, and you actually will find that it's the cheapest option because you're getting the materials that you need and you're getting it direct from publisher, and it's all right at your fingertips there. I find that sometimes when students, and you avoid the markup of the bookstore. When you purchase stuff from Amazon or Chegg or Big Words, sometimes you can buy the wrong material and you can't return it. Sometimes you are buying access codes that may be expired. Sometimes you're buying a physical book, but you don't have the access code. And the access code is what gives you access to the materials you're going to need for this course. So you end up buying the book, and then you end up having to go back later and buy the access code. And that's not a good thing. So it's easier if you just get the access code right away. Okay, so this video was intended to talk a little bit about the schedule and syllabus. In the second tab in Blackboard, that's the tab with syllabus and schedule. You want to print off the physical syllabus and the schedule. That's the best thing I can tell you because you see it in front of you, you can feel it, you can see how many pages it is, you can read through the requirements. You're going to notice that I've divided the class into 3 units, and so the schedule will clearly highlight those 3 units. It's numbered the assignments so that you can go through and you can even complete the assignments in order. It's really like a checklist. And that's why I said in the first video that I've tried to simplify some things to make sure there's really no questions of how you work through the course. You just go straight through that schedule. Each of the deadlines for the units line up for the days in which your speeches are due. So in this class, speeches are due on October 26th, November 16th, and December 7th. So you're going to want to make sure that those dates are not only the dates in which your presentations will happen, but they are the dates in which your 3 units for the course will be due. So all of the activities that are listed on the schedule that are a part of those units have to be submitted by midnight of that day. Okay? On the schedule, I even give you some pace dates, I call them. Those aren't due dates. Those are just recommended dates to maybe help you not fall behind. But again, you have 3 major deadlines in this course. That's what you need to remember. Okay? Now, the syllabus itself is very detailed. There's some key points that you need to be aware of. First, this course can be completed completely online if you choose, or you can choose to complete most of the work online and then choose to come to campus on the 3 designated dates to deliver your speeches. Here's what you have to know. If you choose to complete this course completely online, you must meet the state of Illinois standards for video submission. Please know that these are not Steve Thompson requirements. These are not College of DuPage requirements. These are state of Illinois requirements. And if you choose to submit videos for your speeches and complete this course completely online, you must meet all of the standards that are listed in the syllabus, or you receive a 0 for that speech, and you will not receive a passing grade for the class. So you have some decisions to make, whether you're going to complete the course completely online or whether you'll do most of it online and come to campus for the 3 speeches. If you choose to come to campus to give your 3 speeches on October 26th, November 16th, and December 3rd, classes from 6 to 9 p.m. I ask that all the students show up at 6 o'clock, and we will go until 9 p.m. on some nights. So that may change depending on how many speeches we have and how much information I have for you that night. But it's a 6 to 9 course. If you're going to be showing up late or having to leave early for work reasons, I recommend that you choose the all or complete online version of this class. Submit a video. Please do not show up a half hour late, and please do not leave an hour or an hour and a half early. You are required as part of the course to stay for the duration of the speeches if you're going to come to class. Okay? But remember, again, you do have at least an option. This class is about flexibility, right? So you have an option, should you choose to take it, to deliver and complete the class completely online. I will talk about those requirements in video number 3, the next video, for speech requirements. Okay? Your assignments based on the syllabus will be submitted via Blackboard. There's dates that are identified via the schedule, and so you need to adhere to those and submit your assignments via Blackboard. I do want to remind you that there is a required conference between Speech 1 and Speech 2 that's talked about on page 2 of the syllabus. So it's your responsibility to schedule that conference after you've done Speech 1 and before you've done Speech 2. So make sure that you're aware that you need to think about that. Those conferences can be done over the telephone, via Skype, or face-to-face. Please look at my office hours to figure out what time may work best for you. The grading assignments mentioned in the syllabus and the grading breakdown is very clear. I've tried to identify the assignments for the course and how those points will be broken down. So please make sure that you're aware of how things add up and what you need to do to be successful. This course will challenge you in the sense that you will notice there's a large number of chapters very early in the semester. It will gauge your commitment to the course and challenge you to complete it. So make sure if you can get through Unit 1, things tend to lighten up. But it is a process that will challenge you to get through that October 26th day with all of those chapters, all of those modules, and preparing for that first presentation. Okay? So, make sure you do your own work. Please don't cheat. Please be an honest class member. The syllabus talks about how each of your presentations will be recorded if you come to class. So whether you're submitting the video or you come to class, there will be a recording of your presentation. So keep that in mind when the syllabus talks about that. If you're showing up to class, please don't be late. I've mentioned that as well. Okay, so those are some key points, some important things like submitting your presentations via Blackboard. I am available via email, so please, if you have questions or concerns, please send me an email. My information is posted right here on the first page of the syllabus. I will look to hear from many of you soon with your questions and concerns. Several times when I get questions and concerns, I will create a video to answer those, and I may submit the video to the entire class so that everyone can hear that information. I'll be back in video 3 talking about speech number 1.